So like we just went over, each one of these cards has a different question or part of the question. So we're going to go through, and this is the format they wanted them in, but it's not going to fit for their screen, so we're going to pull them out that way, but then we'll lay them out so we can see them. So the first card is, what do you not allow yourself? And that's the Page of Fire. Doesn't look like you allow yourself to be human. Or change. Yeah, you don't allow yourself to change. Like, he looks like he's got roots. No change there. Which is weird because that's a fire card, but that just looks like he's rooted into, or maybe he's not taking root. We'll have to look and see what the rest of them say. And then your fears. What do you think might happen if you allow yourself this? And that is the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. She's got all those guys clinging onto her, those owls, all that wisdom gathered up. And then the next one is, what do you force yourself to do? Let's see, we got the card with no name, which is Death, Transformation. And we're going to go deeper into this when we get them all turned around. And why? Why, in your opinion, do you think that's necessary to change or to be nameless? The Ace of Air. Huh. And what thought or idea can help you give yourself more freedom? The Ten of Air. That's the Ten of Swords. And then, how can you use this freedom? Ace of Earth. Okay, I'm going to rearrange them here and I'll be right back. So I took the time to look this Page of Fire up while I was rearranging things. And this deck is amazing. And the book that goes with it, because it's so different, it includes so many different things. And it's Terror of the Sorceress, Witch's Wheel of the Year. I really like what the book has to say for this, so I'm going to read it to you. But what I see is this is a newly hatched guy, right? He's new, he's fresh. So what you don't allow yourself is, you don't allow yourself to not know things, to be a kid, to be young and full of passion and ideas. But let me read what it says, if I can find him again, because it was really cool. I really, really dig what this book, it's whoever made these cards is amazing. Page of Fire. Sorry about having to look him up. It's just like any page. The Page of Fire is between two things, is in the middle of hatching, which is why he's got his roots and his people. He is the most exalted, ardent, and committed of all pages, living on passion and creativity, and has not thought of consequences. So see, it's that spontaneity right there. He reveals himself fearlessly, all the while retaining the modesty of his youth, fiercely protecting his inner child. So what you're not allowing yourself is to be innocent and just enjoy things, just to be that kid. It's I don't know, like you're afraid of being exposed or being vulnerable or not knowing but my thing is, you don't like to let yourself be exposed, to be seen as, and you just don't chill out, don't relax, don't enjoy, you just don't let yourself be innocent and a kid and look at things through the kid's eyes. And what do you think might happen if you allow yourself you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt over and over again, and it's just going to harden you. That's what happened with the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. She's the Ice Queen, because, which is funny, because swords, they're not exactly a cold card, but she's been hurt so many times that she wears that mask. And that's why she's always ready to just lead with the truth, because it's less painful, So the fear is that you're going to be hurt so many times, it's just going to harden you. It's that fear of being seen or becoming that, from all the heartache of letting yourself just be innocent and be out there and open and vulnerable. And what do you force yourself to do? That's a card of brutal transformation. So it's like you have to just dig deep on everything and change these things about you so that you're the best version of you, right? And it's pushing yourself in that direction beyond where you need to go. It talks about it's this moment between what came before and what will come after is highlighted by the festival of Samhain, during which the veil between the worlds is at its finest. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, there it is. The card that has no name is a card of brutal, boundless transformation that aims to clear the slate of what already exists and remove all that is toxic in your life. This card, sometimes also called death, is the fruit not of an external entity, but of your own thinking, your own thread of life decisions. This transformation has meaning at this time in your life, and it can be so brutal as to cause collateral damage. If no other card in your reading seems to put an end to this complete elimination. So it's you're forcing yourself to make these changes in a right now, so that you can be perfect, so that you can avoid becoming the Queen of Air, so that you're not caught out where you can get hurt, right? So what, in your opinion, is that necessary for the Ace of Air? It says it right there. You think that you have to change your whole way of thinking and find a new way of thinking, and you dig deep and you dig out the pieces, and down into your shadow you go, and you're just you don't let yourself be wrong. You don't let yourself just enjoy things. You always have to go deep, and so that you always have perfectly clear head. And that's not what's going to happen. That's not what happens. What you need to do is you need to, it says, what thought or idea can give yourself the freedom? And that's the 10 of Air, which is the 10 of Swords. And it's an ending, right? You got to let that cycle of pressuring yourself like that end, so that you can go on and become something different, not so hard on yourself all the time. Because once you let this go, this is the final hurdle. What thought or idea? This is the final battle. And then you get to relax, right? It says this card usually indicates it's the time to move on to something else, but that the future or your energy is blocked. Venus invites you to journey, to overcome the limits of your mind in order to venture into the realm of emotion. Connected to the goddess Iona, this card represents reversing opposites and the order of things that are no longer right for you, going beyond your limits or moving far away from what mentally crushes you. So it's moving away from that constant need to transform yourself, that need to make the old you obsolete and find the new you. Because you can use this thought to propel you into a different beginning, an abundant new way of living. You know, that Ace of Earth, the one that's how can you use this thought, or how can you use this freedom? It's the ultimate potentials. You can use it however you want. It's freedom, right? It gives this Ace of Earth. Earth gives birth to everything. Earth is where everything and anything can start. It's abundantly. And once you let go of this need to not be vulnerable and not be childish and not let your innocent out for fear that you're going to get hurt so much that it's going to close you down, quit forcing yourself to do those deep changes. Just let the new thoughts come in. Let your mind settle down, relax, and find its own way for a minute. You know, you've done this deep dive and stuff. You don't need to keep doing it. That's what's keeping you stuck, is this need to improve. Why not just accept who you are and accept that you've changed so much that the potentials are limitless at this point. You can be anything at this point. That's the freedom to choose, not even to choose, but to just be anything that comes your way in abundance. Because once you start up hounding yourself, you're free to figure out what you like and chase it, right? You're free to do what you want. Anything is possible. So we're going to pull two oracle cards. One from the Witching Hour and one from the Mystic Forest, okay? Just as a final piece of advice before we take off. Whoops, I dropped it. And it says 33 prophecy. 33 is my number. See that? See that third eye right there? That's the first thing that caught my attention when I saw that. And then there's all that creativity around her, right? That lady's dancing, that lady's playing music. And messages from the crows, ancestors. But I'm going to read the book on this one too, and read to you what it says. Now is the time to use past experiences to predict the outcome of a current state of affairs. Seek knowledge of the future or unknown by supernatural means. Reflect on what has happened in the past and how that can likely happen again. How did you react previously to a specific situation? Do you want to act that way again, or is it time to change paths? Maybe a loved one treated you poorly before and may do so again with current circumstances. Think about possible outcomes to events that are about to unfold. So, think about what's going to happen if you don't let go of your need to let go. That's so funny that would come out like that. But your need to not keep digging so deep is a change you need to make. And just think about what would happen if you let your guard down and relax and let your child out. And play that scenario through and see what would be so bad with this. But also, if you really need to, think about how it will go if you stay in the same frame of mind you're in right now. It doesn't have to be a big, deep thought. Just think about it, right? And then this other one popped out real fast. Where there is hope. Don't believe that past defeats or disappointments will keep you from succeeding. True success grows from the lessons. A hopeful heart never gives up. There we go. Where there is hope. No problem. You're not meant to struggle and fight your way through. Drop the concerns of your ego and watch imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won. Participate. Man, they're just catching my attention. Do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich and so are you. So participate in your life. Participate in the fun around you because life is a gift. Life is unfolding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all of the noise and shine bright, right? It's never a mistake to give of yourself. Some will take it for granted. Others may take advantage of it. Do not allow bad energies to overpower your light. Let your child come out. Don't let yourself be that bad energy. Where there's hope, that's where you should go. No problem. Participate. See, look, where there is hope, there's no problem. Participate in that stuff. Life's a gift. Shine bright. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Hope you liked it.